And now, your First Alert 5 weather.
And welcome back, everyone. Hope you're having a great start to your weekend. You know, yesterday it was hot and sunny. I did a bit of a hike, didn't bring enough water. Actually couldn't complete the full loop and had to go back to the car. You know, I've suffered from heat exhaustion in the past, so I feel like I've learned my lesson. Now, if you're sick of the heat, a little bit of a break from the heat today, but along with those cooler temperatures, we have more instability in the atmosphere, more moisture to work with, and we do have a marginal risk here across the I-25 corridor. That does include Denver, the Springs, and Pueblo, which means one or two storms could reach that low-end severe criteria. That means hail could be in excess of an inch in diameter. Wind gusts could be up above 58 or 60 miles per hour. It's the yellow shaded area I'm more concerned with. That's a slight risk per the Storm Prediction Center based out of Norman, Oklahoma. And that means for the southeastern plains, some of those larger severe storms could produce hail in excess of an inch and a half in diameter. Gusts as strong as 70 miles per hour. Again, lesser impacts closer to I-25, but for everyone, several rounds of rain that could continue well into the overnight hours. Yesterday, I was saying a September soaker, and that still looks to be the case here as we make our way into early next week. How about this? A live cam view from our downtown camera here in Colorado Springs. A beautiful start to your Sunday morning. Get outside, take advantage of the dry weather now, because anytime after the lunch hour, fair game for some of those showers and storms to begin to form. And all because of this cold front dropping in from the northern plains and northern Rockies. This is certainly going to bring a big mix-up or shake-up to that weather pattern over the next 12 to 24 hours. So again, through the lunch hour, generally seeing just some breezes and some clouds. That's about it. But by around 1 to 2, storms begin to race off of the mountains. Everything moving in an east to southeast fashion. You can see that initial round reaches the southeast plains early this evening. And that's probably going to be the time frame when we have the biggest threat for that severe thunderstorm potential out across those eastern counties. But you can see through 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, still continuing with that chance for rain and thunderstorms. So for that Aaron's forecast, looking good at noon. We'll say dry for now, but by 3 o'clock, scattered showers and storms expected here across the Pikes Peak region. And again, if you're making that trek up to Denver to see the Raiders take on the Broncos, go Broncos, by the way. Temperatures going to be in the 60s through the afternoon hours. With a pretty good chance that we'll see at least some rain develop at times during that game time. Take a look at Futurecast early next week. More rain expected Monday into Tuesday. I think as we head towards Tuesday into Wednesday, we sort of transition back to that more typical thunderstorm potential where it's dry in the morning, but we get that rain developing anytime after the lunch hour. And this could be a big drink for southern Colorado, all the way up through across the northern parts of the state as well. Southeast plains, anywhere between 1 to 2 inches of rain expected throughout the upcoming week. And for the mountain areas, it will be a mix of rain and snow, with that snow level up above 10 to 12,000 feet. Some of those areas could see several inches of snow over the next several days. All right, your daytime highs today beginning to cool, but near average for this time of the year. 70s in Monument and the Springs, 80s still in play for the Pueblo area. For the Springs over that next 7 days, take a look at Monday here on the Super 7-day forecast. That high of 62, that would be our coolest day since that rain-soaked June we saw, with temperatures well below average for this time of the year. And the cooler weather sticks around through at least the next 7 days. For Pueblo, I've got rain chances all the way through Friday, 85 today, 68 tomorrow. Canyon City also going from the 80s to the 60s. Temperatures recover some next week, but still in the low to mid 70s. Certainly a fall-like feel to that forecast next week. And for Woodland Park, we like to see these September showers, and we will see plenty of it. And going from 70 today to 56 tomorrow, that's what we call a good old-fashioned case of weather whiplash. We know it can be a lot worse than that, Patrick, but this is sort of a taste of what's to come.
All right, so I got to ask the burning question here, because we know some dads like myself are probably going to try to sneak out to the grill today.
Yeah.
So I know it's going to be hard because it's kind of scattered showers, but are we wanting to get on this a little bit earlier today before the afternoon football games, or what do you think?
That's a good question. I would say, based on that high-res model I showed you, I think it's going to be worse earlier in the afternoon. We might get a little bit of lull late afternoon, early evening, and then it picks up again tonight. So you might get lucky around 5 to 8.
So maybe for dinner, maybe for Sunday night football right here on our network. Just some ideas.
I like it. I think we're grilling out tonight too. So same page.
I love it. I love it.